Welcome my students. In this video session, you are going to learn about the hologen granule staining by Albert's method. So what are hologen granules? Hologen granules are the granules present in the cytoplasm of certain bacteria. They were first time observed in the organism Spirillum holotans and therefore they are called as hologen granules. They are also termed as metachromatic granules because they show metachromatic effect. Metachromatic effect or metachromism means the ability to change the color. That means these granules appear in different color than the color of applied dye or applied stain. For example, if we apply the blue colored stain, then they do not appear blue in color, but instead of that they appear red in color. Chemically, these granules are made up of polyphosphates and they act as a source of reserve food material of a cell. Specifically, they act as a source of phosphate. These granules can be seen in bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, as well as in certain protozoans. The examples of bacteria showing the presence of such granules are Lactobacilli, Corynebacteria, D. sulfovibrio, and so on. For staining of such granules, a special staining method called Albert's method is used. Now, what are the requirements for hologen granule staining method? For this, you will require glass slide, nichrome wire loop, suspension of 24 hours old culture of hologen granule producing bacteria, or alternatively, you can use curd. You can use here curd sample because it is a source of lactic acid bacteria which produce these granules. The next requirement is Albert's stain. Albert's stain is a combination of malachite green, toluidine blue O and acetic acid. Among these, malachite green and toluidine blue O are basic stains. The next requirement is Albert's iodine. And last one, xylene. But xylene is required only if curd sample is used for the preparation of smear. So what is the procedure of hologen granule staining by this method? First, you will have to prepare the smear of given bacterial suspension or curd sample on the slide under aseptic conditions with the help of wire loop. Air dry the smear and carry out its heat fixation. After that, treat the smear with xylene for 1 minute. But this step is carried out only if the smear is prepared from curd sample because in curd fats are present. Therefore, the removal of fats from the smear is essential. Fats get dissolved in xylene and get separated from the smear. In the next step, flood the smear with Albert's stain for 3 to 5 minutes and then discard the excess stain. Then treat the smear with Albert's iodine for 1 minute. Subsequently, wash the slide very gently with water. Dry the slide and observe under the oil immersion objective of the microscope. So what you will see under the microscope? In the microscopic field, you will see green colored bacterial cells and bluish black colored granules. Now we will discuss the mechanism of hologen granule staining. So just as I told you, in the first step we prepare a smear of the sample. Then we treat that smear with xylene to remove the fats from the smear. So this step is carried out only if the curd is used for the preparation of smear because curd contains fat and the removal of fats from the smear is essential. Then we treat the smear with Albert's stain. Afterwards, we treat the smear with Albert's iodine. After washing with water, we observe the slide under the microscope, and under the microscope we see green colored bacterial cells and bluish black colored granules. Already I have told you that Albert's stain contains two important stains, that is, one is toluidine blue O and another one is malachite green. Both of these stains are basic stains. But Albert's stain also contains acetic acid. Due to the presence of acetic acid, the pH of Albert's stain is acidic. That means it is 2.8. but the pH of cytoplasm is 7. That means it is near to the neutral. The hologen granules are made up of polyphosphates and hence they are highly acidic in nature. That means they are highly negatively charged. Thus, the Albert's stain is acidic to the cytoplasm but basic to the granules because pH of cytoplasm is 7 and pH of Albert's stain is 2.8 and granules are more acidic than the stain. Therefore, the toluidine blue immediately stains the granules red in color and malachite green stains cytoplasm green in color. However, subsequently we apply Albert's iodine. This Albert's iodine prevents the metachromatic effect. That means granules do not appear red in color but appear bluish black in color. And therefore, in the microscopic field, we see green colored bacterial cells and bluish black colored granules. So this is the mechanism of hologen granule staining. So I hope that now you will be able to carry out this staining in the laboratory. Thank you very much for your kind listening. Thank you.